Hey, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Makar Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Muslim of all well, and Shalom to the elect. Okay, this is just going to be a quick update. So there's an article on BBC News I saw. It said UK to lift cap on nuclear stockpile. Now, obviously, you don't know what these guys are doing behind the scenes. UK's got Trident and different things like that. You know, they got their weapons, man. So the things that they report aren't always matching what they actually have, you know, with these nuclear stockpiles. But the sentiment that they're putting out there, because, you know, these news organizations, you know, they work towards war rhetoric, man. And, you know, to work on the minds of the people and also for propaganda's sake. You know, on BBC, that's just straight west right there, you know. And the fact that they're saying, look, they're looking to reduce, it says the UK is set to reverse plans to reduce its stockpile of nuclear weapons by the middle of the decade as part of a foreign policy overhaul. Okay, so they were looking to so-called reduce their stockpile, but now they're saying, look, now we're going to bring that back up, you know, which is a... You know, they call China a systematic challenge, and pretty much it's a sign of the times, you know. And one scripture that came to mind was Ecclesiastes 3, right? And I'm going to get straight to the point. It says, Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verses 8. It says, I'm going to start from 1. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. Verse 8. A time to love and a time to hate, a time of war and a time of peace. And we're in a time of war. You know, everything is slowly and surely heading towards World War III, because we've already had World War I and we've already had World War II, which is in the scriptures. Okay, let's we could get that in Revelation 11 and 14. It says, the second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. You know, and woe means destruction. Now, the second woe there is talking about World War II, which is now in the past. We're in 2021. Okay, and it says the third woe cometh quickly, and we're pretty much in the midst of the third woe, and the culmination, the ending, the crescendo of the World War, World War III, okay, the war to end all wars, is going to be the nuclear missiles, man. Which the nuclear missiles that are going to be shot first and foremost are going to completely destroy the land of America, you know, which is Babylon in the scriptures. And there's different places around the world that are going to be hit, different cities and so on and so forth. But America mainly is the one that's going to get hit. Okay. And, you know, UK, you know, outwardly saying that they're going to raise the stockpile it's like a threat. It's a rumor of war. It's an act of propaganda, man, to let other people know, look, you know, we're responding to a threat in a sense, you know, and that's completely normal because we are in a time of war. We're not in a time of peace. We're in a time of stockpiling nuclear weapons, because ultimately, what's going to happen to those nuclear weapons? They're not just being stockpiled to sit there. People pump money into this. You know, governments, you know, Esau's elites, they are pumping money into this. Corporations. And anything that you pump money into, anything you invest in, you know, it's not just going to sit there to gather dust. The scriptures talk about how the archers are going to shoot the arrows to the ends of the earth, man. Okay, so they're going to be used. Okay, Joel 2 talks about the land is as the Garden of Eden before them, and the desolate wilderness, man. So pretty much they're going to be used to be shot. They're going to be used to destroy and to devour. And the Lord, okay, is orchestrating all that, man. Okay, what's that in hold on, let me just look for it quickly. Matthew 10 and 34. Okay, this is what the Lord said. It said, think not that I come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. Okay, the Lord is a man of war. It's all being orchestrated by Yahweh Shemiel Shai, man. Okay. Why? Because, hey, when Yahushua makes his entrance, you see the missiles are going to be there, shot. Okay, you're going to see that destruction. The nations of the earth are going to be wailing. It's going to be a time of destruction like no other. And then what are you going to see? You're going to see God, okay, the Son of God, okay, the Son of Yahweh Shai appear in the heavens, man. Okay, with the chariots. That's what you're going to see. So these things have to come to pass. These missiles have to be shot. The war has to take place. Now, in Revelation, the 17th chapter, okay, it tells us, okay, this is what it says. It says, Revelation chapter 17, verse 16. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, which part of the 10 horns is the UK. They're part of that. It says, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. The whore there is talking about America. So even the UK is going to shoot their missiles at America, man. Okay? They're stockpiling and all that, you know, special relationship and allies and things like that. You know, Tony Blair and George Bush having orgies and shit like that, you know, well, you know what I'm saying, these wicked people, man. Okay, so what's gonna, you know, they're friendly buddy, but you know what's gonna happen? You know, you had Trump in office, you had that Margaret Thatcher looking woman, man. I even forgot her name. She was in office for a bit. Okay, you got that blonde blunderer, Boris Johnson now. He's in the office. Okay, you got Biden in office. Yeah. So you know what's gonna happen, man? Eventually, whoever's in office, because these are just puppet leaders, the missiles are gonna be shot. The UK are going to shoot their missiles at America because the UK is part of the 10 horns, man. Okay? And they're going to, you know, they're going to send their missiles over there to the land of America. Okay? And to be honest with you, the way that America's going on so proud, you know, the Lord are just really building them up for a fall, man. You know, that's what the scriptures say. Pride goeth before destruction. It goes before a fall, you know? And the pride of America is outstanding. It's amazing. It's so much. Okay? And the scriptures actually talk about that. This is Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 12. It says, your mother shall be sore confounded. Your mother, the mother of America, talking about what? The UK. Because America, it came out of the UK. It says, your mother shall be sore confounded. She that bare you shall be ashamed. Behold, the hindermost of the nations, you know, the hindermost of the nations, talking about America, shall be a wilderness, a dry land, and a desert. You know why? Because it's going to be completely nuked, man. Okay? So that's the time we're in. We're in a time of war. Okay? We're in a time of these nukes being stockpiled so they can be shot, they can be used. We're in a time of allies that seem like they're getting along all of a sudden. Okay? Well, the prophecies don't lie. The Lord is not a man that he should lie. The prophecies are going to come to pass. Okay? And part of the prophecy is that, you know, these missiles, when they're shot, they're going to be shot at America. And in different places, man. But America's going to be the main one. And even its so-called allies, the West, they're going to, as it is written, man, if Satan be divided against Satan, how can his kingdom stand? You know? And the destruction of America is a symbolic of what? It's symbolic of the destruction of Esau's empire, because that's, you know, that's Bosra. That's the hammer of the earth, man. That's his power. So when you shut down America, you know, it's symbolically like the end of this man's empire, man. Okay? Now he thinks he's going to come back into power, but Joel 20 tells you that, you know, when as he's about to eat, as you know, fill his belly, the Lord's going to cast it out of him and shoot him. Now, you know, they're going to think they're going to fulfill their new world agenda so they can sit in their bunkers and the elites and come back up. No, the Lord ain't going to have that. Okay? The angels and Yahweh Shai are going to hunt these elites down, and you know what's going to happen to them? They're going straight into slavery, man. America's going to be destroyed. It's going to be nuked. And these elites that are orchestrating all of this, they're going into slavery. Why? Because they're orchestrating all this war. What does it say? All wars are bankers' wars. Okay? The apostles talk about it this week, how the Rothschilds got rich off the whole Napoleon conflict. You know? So this is just another thing. But in the scriptures, what does it say in Isaiah 2? And I'm going to close out on this. Okay? I ain't going to keep this too long. I just wanted to just speak on that article. In Isaiah 2, right? I'll start from 2 quickly. It says, and it shall come to pass in the last days that the mountain of the Lord's house shall be established in the top of the mountains and shall be exalted above the hills, and all nations shall flow unto it. You know what I was talking about? Israel. That's talking about Israel being in power. Okay, the governing body of Israel. You got the 144,000. Okay, the elect at the higher echelons of Israel, starting with the Yahushua, starting with the elect. Okay, Israel is going to be put at the top, man, an everlasting kingdom. Okay, that's the mountain of the Lord's house. It says, and many shall go and say, come ye and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord. Okay, the government, which Israel is going to run, it's going to kingdom of Israel, the kingdom of heaven. The kingdom of heaven is going to be run by Israelites. Okay, I ain't talking about the land over there in Israel. I'm talking about the Israelites, so you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. and anyone else that descends through that lineage, man. Okay? It says, come ye and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, to the house of the God of Jacob, and he will teach us of his ways, and we will walk in his paths. For out of Zion shall go forth the law, and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem. So we're going to set things right. The law is going to be what's going to be governing the earth, man. The righteous laws of our Heavenly Father and his Son, Yahweh Shmi Shai. Okay, as it's meant to be. Now here's the point. Because right now we're in a time of war. It's constant war. Well, check, and the Lord's orchestrating that. But ultimately, what's going to happen when the Prince of Peace arrives? Okay? It says, and he shall judge among the nations, okay, and shall rebuke many people. So we're going to be putting things all right. We're going to be putting the nations in order under us in slavery. It says, and they shall beat their swords into plowshares and their spears into pruning hooks. Now, swords and spears are what? Weapons of war. But pruning hooks and plowshares, they're weapons of farming. They're weapons of building up, you know, planting. You know, as it is written, there's a time to plant and to pluck up. So that means that in the kingdom of heaven, we're gonna be in so much power. We're gonna have spiritual power. We're gonna be in so power. There ain't gonna be no more war. There ain't gonna be no more people stockpiling nuclear missiles and all that, man. Okay, no one's gonna come up against the kingdom of Israel. There ain't gonna be war no more. And it's gonna go and say what? Nation shall not lift up sword against nation. So you're not gonna have all these conflicts. It says, neither shall they learn war anymore. So there ain't gonna be no more war, man. Okay, it's gonna be a time of peace for Israel. Okay, and the vibration of peace is gonna be upon the earth. Okay, but right now the vibration of war is upon the earth. This is the time of war, not a time of peace. You know. So hey, Lord willing, we're out here soon. Okay, so we can enjoy that peace, man, because that red horse, this devil, has taken, as it pursuant to Revelation 6:4, has taken peace from the earth. You know, he brought that great sword, man. Hey, so you know, Lord, when I was edifying, you know, I just want to make a straight to the point video. With that, man, I'm gonna say all praise to Yahweh Shmi Shai, Bashem Makakadash. With that, I'm gonna say shalom to the elect, shalom.